Welcome. So what we're going to go over today is solving a system by substitution. And what we're going to do is be solving a system. A system is going to be when we have two or more equations. But just to kind of go back, I want to talk a little bit about the substitution method and kind of see how we're going to be able to apply that to a system. All right. So let's just kind of go back into evaluating. Let's even use with our functions. Let's say we have a function, and I'll call this f of x equals 3x plus 2. Now, if evaluating this function, and I say I want you to evaluate this function for f of 2, well, then what do we do with the 2? We plug the 2 in for the x. So it looks something like this. 3 times 2 plus 2. Well, that ends up equaling f of 2. So now the value for f of 2 is going to be 8, right? And we came across this a lot of times, even when we were evaluating, expressions. If I have 3a plus 7b, and I say evaluate this expression when a equals 4 and b equals negative 2. Well, then what we do is we plug 4 in for a and negative 2 in for b. So it looks something like this. 3 times 4 plus 7 times negative 2. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. 7 times negative 2 is going to be a negative 14. 12 plus negative 14 is a negative 2. All right, so there's a couple different ways that we've learned how to evaluate. And what we're really doing is when we're given those values, we're plugging them into either the function or the expression. So this is what we're doing. What we're doing for our variables is we're substituting them in for a value, right? You can see each time we have a value that we're now plugging in for a variable. Well, that's going to be the heart of the substitution method. But in the substitution method, we're not going to be evaluating a value all the time. A lot of times we're going to be plugging in actually another equation. So let's, to just kind of go over a quick example, if I had 3x plus 5y equals 2, and I say y equals 3x, let's just do something different. Let's do 4x. When I want to solve a system by substitution, I know that y is equal to 4x. So I can replace the y in the other equation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in the value of my variable y in for 4x. So it looks something like this. 3x plus 5, not just times y, but y equals 4x. All right? And then the whole important thing about substitution is the reason why we do that is by substituting this in, I now have an equation with one variable. And I can solve equations with one variable. And then once I find the value of x, I can now plug that value of x into my equation to find the value of y. So I'll go through some examples. I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of the substitution method. And now we'll get it actually into practice so you can see how it works. Thanks.